Hey, what's going on, guys? It's GCP here. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about casual gaming. I think casual gaming nowadays is, especially for first-person shooters, and I could be wrong, there's other genres of games as well, it is dead. It is dead. I mean, honestly, this is the way that games are going nowadays with the whole skill-based matchmaking. And honestly, casual gaming, for those of us who have been playing for some time now, or even if you spent any given amount of time in any video game, and as you progressively get better, you would hope to get better, right? The more time you spend in it, the more experience you gain in it, the more knowledge. Obviously, things are going to get increasingly difficult. And that's where the skill-based matchmaking kicks in. And what's so funny about the latest Call of Duty game is the fact there is no separation between public matches and ranked matches or ranked playlists, which again makes no sense whatsoever. It seems like Activision just wants to turn everybody into a pro nowadays, and you can't have that casual experience anymore. I've talked to so many people, and I've heard from so many people as well, that the casual experience is just not there. People don't want to sweat 24/7. We don't. Sometimes you just want to unwind and have a great time, where you don't have to worry about putting on the best class all the time, having to play at your utmost peak to be able to compete with other people at a high level. Honestly, the best times in gaming, as far back as I can remember, were the times where skill-based matchmaking was not existent or it wasn't as thick. We could actually have casual matches where connection was the priority, and it wasn't always about skill level. It wasn't always about pairing you up with someone of similar skill level to you or better than you as well. It wasn't always about that. There was a time where that was just not the case. Those were the great times in Call of Duty. Yes, pub stomping was a thing. Nowadays, obviously they want to root that out, but honestly, it didn't happen very often. You would get mixed matches. You would get people of similar skill level to you sometimes, where you would have a match where you guys would go toe to toe. Other matches you would just get completely stomped out, thus the pub stomping. And you might also have matches where you're completely going to dominate the enemy team. So those were the times without that skill-based matchmaking where we could just get into a lobby. It didn't matter what your skill level was. It would put you together with people of all different skill levels, and you guys could just duke it out. And that was the best time in gaming that I have had, personally. I think that was the best way to do it, and I think that's the best way going forward, especially for a public match. I've said this so many times before. If you want to put skill-based matchmaking in the game, why not include a ranked playlist? Or why would you put it in a public match where you don't need to have a pro status? But it seems like they want to do that to what? Protect the noobs? They want to prioritize people who barely play the game because they want to provide them that casual experience. And obviously they play once in a blue moon, or they're playing it because this is something they don't play very often. They play it every once in a while. Obviously they want them to keep playing it because they feel like they're actually helping them out, so that way they don't get stomped out by pub stompers out there. But that's not the way things go. That's not the way things should be. Obviously, when we all of us started not as pros. All of us started as noobs. All of us got stomped out, and eventually we got better at the game. So why are they trying to change the trajectory of that? Why are they trying to change the culture here of gaming online when you're playing in an online match? Why are they doing that? Why? For a profit. They want the maximum amount of players playing this game to feel like they actually are somewhat decent at the game, so they're going to keep playing the game. But what they don't realize that the more they play the game, the more better that they get, the more XP that they get. Obviously, they're going to get better, and they're going to get into increasingly difficult matches. The lobbies are going to become increasingly more sweaty, more difficult, and it's going to be a lot more frustrating as time goes on. And that, again, like I said before, is the worst part of it all. Because at that point in time, when you get to that level where you cannot go back to that casual experience anymore, where you will not experience those newbie lobbies anymore, or at least average lobbies anymore, and you have to constantly sweat 24/7. It's just not gonna be fun anymore. I mean, of course you can always go the route of reverse boosting. I've done that, and I don't feel the need that we should have to do that in order to get into noob lobbies, because that's just horrible. That's a horrible mindset to have, and that's horrible that you have to actually do that to bring down your KD, to be able to come across people where it's a more casual experience. We don't need to do that. This whole skill-based matchmaking thing, especially being as thick as it is a huge mistake, and it's increasingly frustrating for us as players who are getting better at the game, for those of us who have not maybe been experienced in the terms of veteran to the franchise, but maybe we've played it since the beginning of this game, and now we've gotten better, and now we're experiencing these more difficult lobbies. Overall, wherever you are in the spectrum of skill, you're going to get frustrated the more time you spend in it and the better that you get at the game. And at that point in time, when you get to that level where you are able to actually compete and you're actually decent at the game, you're going to come across a sweat fest 24/7, and that is something that is definitely not fun in online gaming. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Let me know all of your thoughts. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload. And with that being said, this is GCP signing off.